Buffalo Happy Hour. My name's Eric, that is Mike, and today we are doing Flavier's Advent Calendar Day 13. If you're new to the area and the channel, we are doing these blind, not even having the suitcase, which is over Mike's right shoulder, not even having it on the table, so you guys don't even think that we're cheating, even though we got this awesome tasting passport that has all the information that we could possibly need to diagnose this, but it's staying closed. So today we got number 13. I mean, right off the bat, dark-er. Not dark is like the last one, though.
Trying to get you hammered.
Hell yeah, bro.
Heavy pour.
I mean, okay, so this isn't that light. It definitely looked lighter in there, but this isn't nearly as dark as the last one. So,
right.
Off of look, I mean, this is like a penny copper.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going younger American, potentially a secondary European.
Let's nose and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Sea salt. I'm not getting America here. I'm getting some distant faraway land. Probably 100% wrong.
You're getting sea salt?
Immediately. You're not? Perfect. Doing good.
I guess I could kind of see that. It smells more sugary and spicy than it does salt, though. So for me, I'm honestly going more rye. This might change completely with the taste, because I feel like this one's gonna taste different than how it smells. But right now, I'm America. You're Europe?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. I'm definitely the one that served.
The ones that spread the diseases is where I am. So we'll...
Jesus.
The nose is somewhat flat, though,
Yeah.
which from a rating perspective, I'm at like a C.
This honestly reminds me of a young rye Kentucky product.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna laugh because it probably is. I'm gonna go C on the nose, though.
Yeah, I'll go C on the nose. This is just lacking a lot of depth to it.
Lackluster.
What's the opposite of lackluster? Is it pro-luster?
I don't know,
Is
dude.
there an opposite? This is missing something.
This
I don't
has
know
gotta
if-
be a higher proof, too.
I don't know if this is a rye anymore, but like, it almost is only giving me flavor on the sides of my tongue in the entire middle part where my tasting buds, or my tasting buds, right? That's what they're called?
Taste buds?
Taste buds. Doing too much whiskey reviews. That whole thing is like water. I'm not getting any taste where I probably should have it.
I agree. I'm not picking up almost anything of pertinence with this initial taste. But it's making my palate salivate, which leads me to believe it's a much higher proof. I would venture the guess of somewhere in the realm of 95 to 100 proof. I would...
What's your
Honestly,
initial taste? What are you gonna, you're just getting sea salt?
I would honestly just tell you that I'm getting wood sugar, some vanilla, and a touch of sea salt. That's the initial taste. It's not, there's almost nothing there. It's very flat. I can't identify a mash bill at all.
Yeah. Yeah, caramelized sugar cube, like that's something that you're definitely picking up, almost like a creme brulee. That's what I associate with that kind of flavor note.
Yeah.
Very sugar forward though, a little salty. I will give you that now that you taste it a little bit.
Where do you rate this? I'm at a C. I feel like this is just a bland whiskey that's a higher proof.
It's definitely leaning that way. I would probably go the same. I'd probably go C. Okay. Ending note, I feel like a lot of you're getting viscosity in that back end of it where it's a little syrupy. But a lot of the flavor is gone. So it's kind of like this empty honey.
Yes.
I don't think that this is another tequila aged product that was the other day, but I would not be surprised if this was a young rye that was aged in some sort of weak wine barrel too, like more that's just where my thought is today for some reason, because I had a few of them yesterday. I just feel like that's where my thought process is like, this is leaving me to salivate a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what, I'm gonna still go C+. I'm not C, solid C, because just because it's syrupy doesn't mean it's good.
I agree. Where
do you think this is from, now that you've had some sips? What do you think this is, first of all?
I feel like it's from the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't think it's from a faraway distant land, as much as I want it to be.
Yeah.
I still think it's a higher proof. It's just there's nothing there.
It doesn't really taste like a corn bourbon. It doesn't taste like a rye whiskey.
It's so hard to identify. It's so hard to identify. There's like no fruit. There's no second maturation. There's no full body. There's no viscosity. It's just heat, and then it quickly dissipates. I don't know if it's just a high corn mash, and you really can't identify anything else. I don't even know what this is. I have a feeling it's from the U.S. I just don't know what this is.
Are you getting rye or wheat?
It could be
if
wheat.
You had to dig.
But
that's what I'm thinking
but
now.
if it's wheated, I would.
It's like a high wheat mash
They're
bill?
much. You would hope and or be able to identify a lot more butter toast, and this doesn't exist. Like. That's why I keep going back down to it might be corn because there's not even like a buttered toasted taste.
I wouldn't be shocked if this is Kentucky because you're kind of getting a little bit of that splintered wood that I associate a lot with that region. But I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket.
No.
This is the first one where I think it could be, but I'm honestly on the other side. I think that this is not a Kentucky. I think this is probably a Midwest, maybe like an MGP product. But for a distillery, maybe that was aged over by like, I don't know, the West Coast again because of the sea salt.
Yeah.
This is kind of throwing me a little bit.
So let's do a final rating. Give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1.
75. 76.5.
I think that's solid.
Yeah.
What price do you think this is?
Unfortunately, too high.
Now that I'm thinking of it, there is a little bit of a barley note, though, to it, too. And that would make sense why there isn't a lot of depth.
Let's read it.
Hold on, let's do the... Yeah, okay, read it. Okay. I'm really curious to see what this is. I would not be surprised if this is now like not another American single malt, but like a bourbon that was high wheat and then barley.
So this is a double cask reserve American single malt. It's 96 proof. So I was dead on again.
Totally called that single malt at the end.
It's aged in first fill premium bourbon and European red wine straight casks.
Red wine.
So Virginia Distillery Company was born from the vision of Dr. George G. Moore, who moved from Ireland to Virginia in the 70s. By 2011, he and his family realized his passion for crafting premium whiskey, merging old world traditions with new world innovation. Over a decade of dedication has established their house distilled single malt as a hallmark of skilled craftsmanship and heritage. The courage and conviction Double Cask Reserve American Single Malt is a masterclass in precision. This whiskey's aged for a minimum of 5 years in first fill bourbon barrels and STR, I'm assuming straight, European red wine casks, creating a layered and complex profile. The aging culminates in a gradual, deliberate blending process, honoring tradition while pushing the boundaries of innovation. So...
Shaved, toasted, and recharred. That's what STR means.
Not straight.
No.
So shave,
Neither
toasted, and
charred.
recharred. So we were dead on with the proof.
I think we got there in a sense with the mash bill too, because we didn't taste anything of note.
No.
We were kind of going down that weeded route, but right at the end, I was kind of saying that this would not shock me if this was another American single malt because it just lacked a lot of that full bodiness. Now, the interesting thing about this was a sherry finished whiskey. That's American single malt. So now it leads you to believe, like, where did this go wrong? Because this was not our preferred product at all.
No.
So where do you think this went wrong? Like, why do you think we didn't like this? 96 proof, so it's not a low proof at all.
Why do I think we didn't like it?
Yeah. Because
it's
traditionally
it was one-dimensional with a little bit of spice. Like there was really nothing else to it. It was very one-dimensional.
That makes sense too. Why we were thinking like this tastes a lot like Kentucky because Virginia is literally right next door.
Yeah. So from a climate perspective, it's pretty similar. That was difficult.
Yeah. Looking back on it, it makes sense. Okay, so what price do you think this is? Let me scan this and what price do you think this is?
Again, probably 70. I wouldn't be shocked if it's $70. I hope it's a little more affordable, but
would you have it in your collection if it was 70?
Because it's a single malt. No.
So this is $74.99.
So $75 for a single malt out of Virginia that's spicy and one-dimensional. No knock on them. I know they put a lot of work into this. I'm not discrediting any of that. It's just, for me personally, like, I don't know. It was very one-dimensional.
I think right at the start, the first words that you said was, this smells old. And it wasn't very old. It was only 6, but I was with you. It smelled older. I think that the smell was older than the taste. And maybe if this was aged a little bit longer, this would be a little bit more well-rounded.
Well, it's minimum 5.
Right.
So who knows?
Mostly 5.
Right.
Because if you're a distillery and 95% of your barrels are 10 and you put 1.5 in there, you're an idiot because you're not selling it for a 10-year-old product.
Right.
If this was a minimum 8 or maybe like closer to 10, I think this product could be very good because then you're kind of making this one-dimensional product that lacks body more well-rounded with the barrel characteristics, especially from that sherry.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even be shocked if this was like aged for only 3 months in a sherry cask. It didn't say, right?
No.
5 years in first filled bourbon barrels and STR red wine casks. So maybe this was a situation where they're marketing it like that, but it was 4.5 years in a bourbon cask and then a month in a sherry cask or something like that. And it just lacks that full well-roundedness, but you are getting a lot of that viscosity to that secondary maturation too.
Yeah.
Interesting product though. I think maybe if this was a little older it'd be good, but we're not the distillers, so we will see what they, if they comment and let us know what our review kind of sparks anything in them. We'll see. Thank you everybody for tuning in to today's review of Courage and Conviction. This product was, go pick it up if you have money that you want for it. But honestly, I probably would not pick this up for $75. Thinking more around what, like 55, 59 would probably be a good price point of this. Yeah! Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's difficult. It's a difficult price range for this. It could use more full bodiness, but I appreciate you joining. If you did, review this with us because you have this in your collection. Thank you very much. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If not, we will see you next week for Advent Calendar Day 14.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Day 14. We will see you then. We always recommend drink responsibly, good person, and Michael.
Do not litter.
We're out.